Well, here we are again. Must be 1 p.m. Mountain Time. I'm back on Facebook Live. Hello, everyone. I'm Rebecca Skeel. And this is number 3 of 3 videos that I've done this week talking about the 6 calls, lots of numbers, 3, 6, 6 calls that will be the course that I'm offering starting very soon, called Empower Yourself Today and Make Your Life a Heaven. So I want to say each day the energy has built more and more around, for me, around these videos. No telling what the energy is going to be like when I finally start the course. And I want to, first of all, thank you for watching these videos. There's been quite a few views on these videos. And if you are watching live right now, if you happen to be on Facebook and can just let me know you're here, I'd love to say hi. And if you're watching in the recording, which most of you are, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for watching these videos. And if this is the first one that you are watching, I hope you'll go back and watch number 1 and number 2, because each video I'm kind of emphasizing a different aspect of the course. Last time I talked a lot about my story, and I think that really all of it together is really good information for you, so you can decide if this course is for you. So I hope you'll watch the other 2 videos. So today I am going to focus on call number 5 and call number 6. But before I do that, I want to talk a little bit more about what you will receive when you register for this course. First of all, it is a beta course, which means it's the first time I've offered it in this way. Yesterday I talked about all of my proprietary programs. So this information is lifted right out of several of those, kind of packaged it together in a little different way for this course. So I will be live on the calls, which is going to be a bonus because I'll get to interact with you, find out what's, when we do the processes, when you do the exercises, we'll be able to engage and really take a look at how you can fine tune whatever you're looking at, whatever you're moving through around empowerment, around empowering yourself, and around co-creating your life as a heaven. So that's number 1. Number 2 is that you will receive a copy of, never know which way to hold it, a copy of my brand new journal, which is going to be actually launched in February along with the 2nd edition of Heaven. You Can Make It Heaven. Shh, don't tell anyone yet, but it's coming in February. And I'm going to be sending you one of these. And this is really, it says Keys to Make My Life a Heaven, Co-Creating Abundance and Loving Journal. Okay. The 2nd edition of my book is going to have new material about 7 keys. So this journal will highlight those 7 keys. And so not only will it be blank pages for you to use as a journal and write down your notes, your inspirations, your ahas, your awareness, your dreams, or just journal about what's going on for you around this course, as well as the 7 keys that I talk about. And maybe I'll read them very quickly, okay? Because I don't want to focus on those so much today as I do the course. But the 7 keys are, got to get my glasses on. Hold on. Here we go. So the 7 keys that I've sort of lifted out of my book and highlighted in the 2nd edition, and also this journal goes along with it, is key number 1, envision and describe your heaven. Well, actually, we'll be doing that in the course, won't we? Key number 2, you don't need fixing, you need loving. Key number 3, wake up from the knock at the door. Key number 4, get to know your true self. We'll actually be doing some of that in the course. Key number 5, create a safe place within. You That's another one of the bonuses. You will get my meditation on creating that safe place, that compassion place. Key number 6, unmask fear. That will be another bonus in the course because I am really wanting to help us move through any kind of fear that's holding you back. And key number 7, making choices. So that's all part of the journal. And then I think I've just mentioned that you'll be receiving 2 extra recordings in the course. One on creating a safe place within. I call it a compassion place. Again, both of these, and the other one is about fear as a messenger. Both of these I've lifted from my Wisdom School, which is one of my proprietary programs that I've created after working with people for many, many years. And I want to give them to you. I want to share them with you during this course. Okay, so the course is going to be quite robust and rich. So let me talk today about key number 5 and number 6. And let me just review the keys for a moment in case you are watching this video for the first time. Key number 1, I always can't find them after I put them, write them down. I can't find them anymore. Okay. Key number 1, call number 1. Call number 1. We are going to be talking about what is your vision of heaven. And actually, I want to talk a little bit more about heaven today. I said I would. What is your vision of heaven? And what does it have to do with your personal power? Call number 2 is going to be staying connected. Call number 3 will be 2 powerful keys, self-acceptance and self-compassion. And call number 4 will be trust. And call number 5, I've named it the off-course traps and snares and what to do about them. So I think I mentioned in the first call that I had some social proof here, that I did a survey before I created this course to really hear from you about your challenges, your problems, where you might be stuck, limited, whatever. And out of that, I put together all the snares and traps that we can get ourselves in when we are really wanting to live in the empowerment, the power of who we truly are, and co-create our life in a whole new way, create a whole new foundation. And here are some of them that we'll be looking at. Others' opinions. Good one. Lack of support. Another good one. Fears, which I'm going to talk about in depth in just a minute. Let me put that one on the side. Unworthiness. Impatience. Old stories. Lack of time, of money. Procrastination. And another lack of commitment. So those were some of the responses that I received in the survey. And I call those the traps and the snares. And you're going to see we're also not only going to look at them, we're also going to say, well, what do we do about them? But let me talk a little bit more about fear, because fear is one of those underlying, let's say, challenges when it comes to, being stuck, being overwhelmed, being uncommittal, feeling of unworthiness. Fear is actually underneath all that. So here are some of the fears that were reported on the survey. That I won't really change, that I'll get it wrong, that I'll make a wrong choice, that I don't have the discipline, that I am uncomfortable in the unknown. Can I have a relationship and a heaven? I have to chuckle at that one. That's a good one. It just tickles me. What if I think bigger, I want to create more, and I don't do that, and I get disappointed, and I continue to think small? Not knowing how things will turn out. That's a lot about the unknown. What if it doesn't last? Unworthiness. Who am I to have this? And what will be the impact on others? Well, if that is one of the fears that comes up for you when you think about living in your powerful self and living your life as a heaven, you are in luck, because we are going to be looking at those fears. Not only are we going to be uncovering them and bringing them to the surface, but we are also going to, you'll have a very powerful process about what to do. Okay, so that is call number 5. And then call number 6 is really living your personal power. How do you want to do that? What is that going to look like? What are some of your next steps? And I will also be offering next steps to that. And in other words, how can you keep that momentum going? How can you keep that new foundation growing inside of you? How can you practice what you have begun to practice in the course? I talked a lot yesterday about the importance of practicing, didn't I? And what really comes forward. So that completes the 6 calls in Empower Yourself Today and Make Your Life a Heaven. And as promised, I want to talk just a little bit more, maybe take a couple of minutes to talk about heaven. The greater reality, the divine reality of who you are, is your unlimitlessness. It does not lie in your human nature. The mind, the emotions, the body, however, even if you do yoga, which is great, or some other kind of physical way to expand yourself, mindfulness, meditations, meditation itself, learning how to clear beliefs, all that is great work. And I support all of it and use some of it in some of my programs. But what really opens you up to who you truly are and the unlimitlessness of you is getting in touch with what I call your heaven. Heaven is a word that has been battered around and used in all kinds of contexts. And I want to say that it is a direct experience of the divine reality of you, of the spiritual nature of you, of the God of you, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter to me. Soul, higher self, Buddha nature. That's what heaven is. That is inside of you. Inside of you. And you can embody it and walk as the energetic bridge between heaven and earth on this planet. That is really the core of everything that I teach, all my workshops, all my retreats, all my programs. And if you take this course, you will learn more about that and experience more of that. Okay, so I'm going to end there. There's a lot more I could say, but I'm watching the clock over here, and it's time to wrap up this Facebook Live. Again, thank you for watching these Facebook Lives. If you have questions, comments, love for you to post them. Send me a private message if you'd like to do that way, and register at RebeccaEskill.com/empower. I really hope to meet you and see you when the course begins very shortly. Have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.